Hey everyone, today we're gonna break down world's #1 Mei player Mom's gameplay. In the latest patch, Mei got a major perk called Deep Freeze. Just like in Overwatch 1, she can now freeze enemies using her primary fire. And on the enemy team, we got Slee, the rank 1 support player, now playing for Team Beryl, Japan's current national team. Starts off by pushing around the Mega on the side, but with the enemy team running Iliari, his team is a bit pushed back in the fight. So Mom's holding off the angles with an ice wall, ready to pull back when it's needed. The enemy Freya chased in knowing Mei's shift was gone, but ended up overextending and getting caught. Since they're pushing deep through a narrow choke point, Mom placed an ice wall right away and looks for a Sigma kill. Momum, the very first Mei champion player in the world, simply plays on a whole different level. Even when finishing off the last enemies, he immediately blocks their escape route. If they try to slip away through a narrow gap, he drops the wall right away and starts poking. He really plays like Mei herself. And here comes Mom's signature move. Just like now, pretending to block the enemy's entrance while throwing some poke shots, and Mei's shift is down out in the open, so there's no way she can just back off, right? Calling the bubble from Zarya, and then catching them all with a blizzard. Especially when he's getting a lot of kills in the first fight, his ultimate charges faster, so he often pulls off play like this. Since there's no blizzard and the enemy's ultimates are charged, he stopped holding the frontline position. From now on, he prioritized protecting the backline while targeting the enemy Sombra, who's looking for flanks. Then, when the enemy frontline comes to back up, Momum takes the nano boost and immediately goes all in. Okay, that was freaking insane. Like, that ice wall usage was some next level game sense right there. As soon as Freya locks onto him, he tucks into the corner, then steps out the game, perfectly synced with the delay of Mei's right click. After that, Mei keeps winning key fights, and the enemy team starts losing their grip. He syncs up perfectly to take down Winston, then smoothly shifts to pressuring the enemy backline. He holds his shift for as long as possible to lower the enemy guards against Mei. Once Mei finishes her shift, the enemy is already distracted by the rest of the team, and that's when things start to unravel. There are two key points that define Momo's playstyle. When teams are holding positions, he keeps an eye on flankers and backline threats first. Typically, it's the DPS flankers on the side. Tracer and Sombra are classic examples of flankers Mei loves to keep tabs on. The second key point is, when Mei's shift is unavailable, he expertly baits the enemy's aggression focus on Mei, then turns it around to catch them off guard. Because usually, the enemy hasn't faced Mei much, they're prone to making mistakes and falling into traps. And here comes round 2. Mei is super effective in small spaces, mainly because of how powerful her ice wall can be. Based on that advantage, he takes control of the theater and pushes through the side lane, driving the enemy back down toward the objective. Once they are pushed onto the point, their options are bad. Either fall off or stay stuck and try to fight out inside. Momo moves up carefully, cutting off angles and closing the gap on the Widowmaker. As you expect, the team's covering for Widow while she backs up to keep some space. Because he took control of the side first, his teammates had a free and easy way in. He uses his tank as a shield up front, grabbing point control and chipping at the enemy at the same time. It's hard to set up out wide with Widow watching the angles, and on top of that, their Freya just died and is still coming back. So he tries to hold with the ice wall, but can't hold it for too long. Now, this is where the strategy really gets impressive. He sets his path and moves toward the point. He's moving in slowly, keeping his aim focused on the several angles. The enemy Widowmaker's ultimate is up, and Ana is nearby, right? So he placed an ice wall right beside him to secure the point, forcing the enemy to push onto the point. From the enemy Widow's perspective, she's repositioning from the theater side back toward the point to hold angles while avoiding the incoming push. This gives Momum easy damage angles on Widow, who is spread wide on the side. Here, Momo quickly puts up and takes down her ice wall to bait Widow's shot. With great point and control, the team has a huge amount of space to work with, even if they all push on just one side. To be honest, that blizzard wasn't really necessary. Right now, Momom is pushing in through the side connected to the point. He landed both the first and second shots, completely taking control of the damage angles. He scoped out a potential kill, then charged straight back into the fight. Alright, the enemy Winston just dove in, right? So Momom quickly targets the enemy backline that's stepping forward to use the space created by enemy Winston. Yeah, that was a clean wall. Since the enemy cannot really deal with it, he figures he can keep going and start prepping to flank from the other side. It seems like Freya had no idea what was coming and got totally caught out. And here, he used a special trick with her ice wall on the slope. Widow's eyes are on makeshift, looking for a chance to headshot. So Momo flips down, avoids the headshot attempt with good movement, then secures the kill with a solo blizzard. And then Momo chases the remaining enemies and takes down the backline one at a time. Alright, this is how Momo dominates the champion to Grandmaster key. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more. Now, let's end with Momo's POV. Thanks for tuning in and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.